Why does America have money for wars, but America has no money for health, no money for the people, no money for debt, no money for making America better, no money to finance people? The president of Colombia asks.
Ha crecido el éxodo en las fronteras.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. I know I haven't given you update on my health. I'll do so very, very soon. I'm still waiting for the specialist to come forward with some interesting elements. I trust that the Creator has a good purpose for everything. Keep me in your prayers. I don't say that very much often, but I look happy, as always. I have to. But keep me in your prayers. God bless. So today we're going to talk about something very interesting. There's president of Colombia. He had some very harsh words to say about the United States of America. We're going to watch his video and I'm going to make a comment right after. Let's go.
Ha crecido el éxodo en las fronteras. Han puesto perros, galgos a correr tras inmigrantes. Han puesto gentes de a caballo a perseguir con látigos en la mano, con cepos y cadenas. Han construido cárceles. Tanto han crecido en el odio al extranjero, al extraño, que las cárceles las han puesto en el mar para que no pisen los hombres y mujeres del sur las tierras de los blancos, que aún se consideran la raza superior. Nos han convocado a la guerra. A la Latinoamérica la han llamado para entregar máquinas de guerra, hombres para ir a los campos de combate. Se olvidaron que a nuestros países los invadieron varias veces, los mismos que hoy hablan de luchar contra invasiones. Se olvidaron que por petróleo invadieron a Irak, a Siria, a Libia. Se olvidaron que las mismas razones que se expresan para defender a Zelensky son las mismas razones con las que se debería defender a Palestina. Se olvidaron que para cumplir los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible había que cesar todas las guerras, pero ayudaron a prender una, porque al poder mundial le convenía en su juego de tronos, en los juegos del hambre, y se olvidaron de acabar la otra, porque el poder no le convenía acabarla. ¿Cuál diferencia entre Ucrania y Palestina?, pregunto. ¿No es hora de acabar ambas guerras y otras, y aprovechar el corto tiempo para construir los caminos para salvar la vida en el planeta? Incumplieron su propia promesa de financiar la adaptación al cambio climático. No tienen 100.000 millones de dólares para entregar a los países y defenderlos de inundaciones, tormentas y huracanes, pero sí tienen en un solo día para que se maten rusos y ucranianos entre sí.
Colombian President Gustavo Petro said the United States of America has got money for wars, but they don't have money for anything else. He said, why America have money for nothing else, but they have money for war? Why does America only have money for wars, but they don't have money for anything else? No money to help American people, no money to make the American society better, no money for homeless people in America, no money for making the health system easier for Americans, but they have money for wars. A big question is asking in the United Nations. We're going to watch this one more time and make a comment.
Ha crecido el éxodo en las fronteras. Han puesto perros, galgos a correr tras inmigrantes. Han puesto gentes de a caballo a perseguir con látigos en la mano, con cepos y cadenas. Han construido cárceles.
And he is talking about how inhumane it is to see the American government have people chasing other people, talking about immigrants who are coming to America. Why are they being chased with people on horses, with whips, like animals? Why are they being constructed prisons in the sea, in the water, so people can not put their feet on America? For those of you who know, Some of these countries, including the UK, have built what you call a prison in water, in the middle of the sea. That's where they're keeping immigrants. You don't come in the land anymore. So why are they doing this if they're supposed to be morally perfect? Let's go.
En el odio al extranjero, al extraño, que las cárceles las han puesto en el mar para que no pisen los hombres y mujeres del sur las tierras de los blancos.
And this is because people of the South, for them, are not equal to people of the North. People of the North are the white people. So for them, obviously, this man to you looks like a white man, but he knows he's not. Okay, he knows he's not. He says you've started a campaign of chasing us away like animals because you feel like we do not deserve to have our feet on the land of the white man. Let's go.
Que aún se consideran la raza superior, nos han convocado a la guerra. A la Latinoamérica la han llamado para entregar máquinas de guerra, hombres para ir a los campos de combate. Se olvidaron que a nuestros países los invadieron varias veces, los mismos que hoy hablan de luchar contra invasiones.
Yeah, you see, America is talking about invasion. You know, they don't like invasion, but they're forgetting that we were the country they invaded. I mean, Colombia was invaded a couple of times in the name of let's go fight drug dealers. Yeah, they've invaded us many times. Nobody said a word. You didn't say a word about it. Now you're talking about invasion. What have you done in the past?
Los mismos que hoy hablan de luchar contra invasiones. Se olvidaron que por petróleo invadieron a Irak, a Siria, a Libia. Se olvidaron que...
You forgot that you went to Libya, Syria, Iraq for petroleum, for oil. You invaded. No, I mean, I think it's talking about Russia, saying that Russia is invaded. We all know what's happening. But you have done the same. You came and invaded us in Colombia. You've gone to Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan for oil. Why are you hypocrite?
Se olvidaron que las mismas razones que se expresan para defender a Zelensky son las mismas razones con las que se debería defender a Palestina.
The same reason why they say Zelensky should be fighting for Ukraine is the same reason why they should be defending Palestine. Why is Ukraine different than Palestine? He's asking. Why is Ukraine different? I mean, we saw people come forward saying Russians should stop it. It's unacceptable. They're violating international laws, going to a country that's not theirs. You know, they should liberate Ukraine. Why are they not making the same noise when it comes to Palestine? What's the difference?
A Palestina. Se olvidaron que para cumplir los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible había que cesar todas las guerras.
All wars must be brought to end. You know, fellas, as you can see, Bob Marley said you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. As much as many people don't have the courage to express themselves, I think we're coming to a time where presidents are having the courage to actually pour it out, to say things the way they are. I know there are many, many presidents who have no balls to express themselves because they're scared. You know, they are profiting from money from the government and the riches that they're making. So they don't want to find themselves in a position of being toppled very soon. But in spite of that, you're still seeing some of these people that are stubborn enough to express themselves. You come out here telling us about morality, that you are good people and stuff. Have you forgotten what you've done to us in Colombia? You're talking about invasion. Have you forgotten what you did to Iraq? Have you forgotten what you did to Syria? Have you forgotten what you did to all these countries for oil? For Libya? Have you forgotten? You were here screaming about Ukraine. Ukraine this, Ukraine that. Why don't you do the same for Palestine? Let's go.
Pero ayudaron a prender una, porque al poder mundial le convenía en su juego de tronos, en los juegos del hambre, y se olvidaron de acabar la otra, porque el poder no le convenía acabarla.
So, in other words, he's saying, why are they not ending the war? It's very easy. You don't want people to fight? Stop the war. Why are you not stopping the war? Why are you not bringing people around the table to have a discussion and talk to find solutions? You know why? Because of interest. Because war is business. I know, if you didn't know that, now you know it today. War is business. How is war business? Because weapons are not for free, and some people have to produce weapons, Who are those people? They are mostly somewhere in the United States of America. They are private companies. And these private companies do what you call lobbying to government. So they send money, big amount of money. They propose, they offer money to politicians, millions of dollars. Listen, we have $20 million for you here for your next election. Are you interested? Of course, $20 million for nothing. You don't have to pay it back. But just make sure by the time you're in office, okay, and there's something related to us, you need to push us forward. Meaning if there's war somewhere, you need to push for war so we can sell our guns, right? Bread producing company comes to you and say, I want to sponsor you as a politician. What are you going to do in return? What you're going to do in return is whenever you have an event or people are going to eat, you're going to buy bread from that company, right? You're going to make sure your political party buys bread from that company because the company gave you $20 million. Same for other companies. Now imagine a company that comes to you, sells weapons. It's okay, dude, we see your struggle. We're going to give you $20 million so you can win your election. Now, you have a situation where there could be war or no war. Are you going to say war or no war? What are you going to vote for? Provided that if there's war, the company that gave you $20 million is going to be making profit because that company going to be selling guns and weapons to your government, then your government sending it away. What are you going to do? That's exactly what happened. And they say the reason why you don't want to stop war because war is business for you and those companies. And the war, I mean, they can scream as much as they like. They can support Ukraine as much as they like. They're not sending their children in Ukraine to go fight. So they have nothing to lose. You get it? But every weapon, every bullet sent to Ukraine is not for free. The bullet has to be paid back by Ukraine to these governments making profit. It's a sad world, fellas. Let's go.
¿Cuál diferencia entre Ucrania y Palestina, pregunto? ¿No es hora de acabar ambas guerras y otras y aprovechar el corto tiempo para construir los caminos para salvar la vida?
It's time to stop both war, Ukraine and Palestine, and build a good world where people can live together.
Incumplieron su propia promesa de financiar la adaptación al cambio climático. No tienen 100,000 millones de dólares para entregar a los países y defenderlos de inundaciones.
Okay, so the Western countries made a promise that they're going to give $100 billion to struggling countries, let me put it that way, third world countries or southern countries in order to combat climate change. Okay, because they ask some of these countries not to produce using the same technology they've used for, 100 years, petroleum, fuel, oil, because it's creating climate change. It's warming up the globe. So because it's warming up the globe and you want to use it, do not use it. We're going to give you money. We're going to allocate $100 billion for us to distribute to different countries so you cannot progress with your project. Let me give you a very concrete example. Uganda discovered oil, okay, a few years back. And Uganda's president said, okay, I'm going to use the oil I found in my country to develop my country. He was faced with a lot of resistance from the European Parliament. Yes, in Europe, people sitting in the chair after eating cheese and milk and stuff. No. Uganda cannot use his oil for his development because the oil in Uganda, the pipelines they're going to be building will destroy the fauna, meaning it's going to destroy the forest. It's going to destroy the habitat of animals. Yes, they did that in Europe. No, we cannot accept that because Uganda is going to make animals homeless. They're going to destroy animals' home. And again, by the way, it's going to push many Ugandans out of their village so they will have no houses to sleep in. As if they really care about these Ugandan people. I mean, if Uganda builds a pipeline of oil, number one thing, who are they going to hire to get jobs? Of course, the people of villages in the same areas, right? So by building a pipe oil, this is going to help the people of Uganda to get jobs and opportunities, right? But the European people don't want that. They say, oh, this is creating climate change. You shouldn't do the same technology that we have used to develop our countries. Don't use the same technology Saudi Arabia has used for many years to become one of the richest countries in the world. Don't use the same technology Dubai has used for many years, since 1960s, to become one of the beautiful, most amazing countries in the world. Don't you use the same technology Qatar has used to develop itself because you're Africans. Oh, by the way, when you use it, it's creating climate change. That's the issue. Then they say, okay, we can't just tell you to not use your technology. We've allocated $100 billion for you to not use your technology so you can still develop. But where's the $100 billion? Nowhere to be found. Up until now, they're still waiting. Even the president of Colombia said, you said you promised $100 billion to the people. Where's the money? You don't have the money, but you have money for war. Right? You don't have money to help other countries to develop, but you have money for war. Let's listen.
Tormentas y huracanes, pero sí tienen en un solo día para que se maten rusos y ucranianos entre sí.
They have money in a single day so that Russians and Ukrainians can kill each other. They don't have money to develop. They don't have money to help the African countries and third world countries who were told not to develop their countries using a technology that's creating global warming because they've assigned $100 billion for them. But in one day, they have money for Ukraine to go to war. Fellas, it's amazing, okay? It's really amazing. I don't think this president is telling lies. You tell me if you think he's lying, because we know America has a tremendous amount of homeless people. Almost 1 million people homeless in the United States of America. America is supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world, if not the richest. Okay, I doubt that, but yeah. Like more than 500,000 homeless people living in America. Why are they homeless in America if they have so much money they can spend on Ukrainians to defend themselves? Why don't they use that money for American people to get them out the street? You know? Because homelessness makes business for a group of people too. They want homeless people in the street. It's a sad society. Why don't they use the same money? Perhaps, I don't know. You know that health system is very expensive in the US. Have you ever tried? Have you ever had a baby in America? You know what it costs to have a baby in the United States? In good infrastructure? It costs an arm and a leg. Unlike many other places where you could get very similar quality or even higher, better quality service. You know that people like you, when they had their pregnancy, go through many risks of not having I'm not going to say the word because we're going to get censored. Do you know that? Did you know that people when they have they're most likely going to, you know that? Did you know that? So why don't they do what they have to do to improve health system, make it cheaper for people? Why don't they use that to build houses for homeless people like Finland has done? Finland has almost eradicated homelessness. They have a program. They're going to push people very slowly. They get you off the street. They don't just give you a house immediately. They get you off the street. They try and understand how you got in the street. If it was due to drugs, they get you in a program where you can slowly but surely, get off drug addiction, get off beer addiction, alcoholic addiction, very slowly drive you into a different life. They have a system where they have social workers who's going to reintegrate you into the society, send you to school, get you a job so you can get that's a society. I saw very similar in the Netherlands. They're doing everything to try to get the prisons empty by helping people actually reintegrate into society. America's prison is a business. Yes, because they use prisoners to do cheap labor. Do you understand that? So let's say a company that sells fruit wants cheap labor. Instead of paying people a big amount of money, they just go to prison. Say, okay, you guys want to work? You want to make some money? We're going to pay you $1 a day. And you have $1 a day and you just happen to be somewhere in the bush. You're not in jail. You can see the trees. You feel a little bit of freedom and you get $1 a day. Do you think with a system like that, they want people to be out of prison? No, they don't. They want you to stay prisoners. Because they're making money out of you. You cheap labor. They want war to continue because they're making money out of it. America is all about money. Okay? They don't care about how you feel. They don't care about your body. They don't care about nothing. They care about money. It's about money. Is he making money? Cool. We're going to do it. The crisis making money for us? Cool. We in. Don't want to resolve societies. That's what the president says. Why do they have money for war, but they don't have money to build? Why do they have money for wars, but they don't have money to construct? No money for hospitals. No money people go to school in America. You start, after you finish school, after you finish university or college, you're indebted already in society. It's not the same in Africa. In Africa, when you leave college, you are a free man because the world is your oyster. America, once you leave college, you have to pay the debt. You start life with the debt. Why don't they find a solution for that? Because people are making money out of that. Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. It's always a great pleasure to hear from you. God bless.